Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, BethChatsBooks. Now today's video is going to be my April favourites video. Now I'm sorry that I haven't done any videos very recently. In the last week I went to Cornwall with my boyfriend and his cousin and his cousin's fiance, so I was kind of off radar for a week. I went to Cornwall and it was really good fun, and I'm planning to do a kind of Cornwall slideshow video for you, which I'm hoping to upload by the end of this week. I didn't manage to vlog, unfortunately, because it just wasn't appropriate. We just didn't have the kind of openness to do that with his family and with my boyfriend, so I've decided to just compile a lot of nice photos that we took, put a bit of music with it and make it a bit of a slideshow. So hopefully it'll be just as good. I'm sorry that it couldn't be a vlog, but that's how it panned out. So anyway, I'm just going to do a low-key kind of April favourites for you today. So without further ado, let's just get stuck into this video. So I've got a couple of apps and a bit of TV to tell you guys about that I watched and kind of used in the month of April. I don't have too much to say about the month as a favourite. I didn't do many exciting things with my April, but I have lots to say about May. So you'll hear more of the events that I got up to in next month's favourites. So the first app I want to tell you about is called 8Fit. And I downloaded this after thinking that I really need to get my arse into gear and do a bit more exercise daily if possible, but also weekly. As in the summer weather I do a lot of walks, but during the winter I don't do a lot of exercise. I'm a bit self-conscious about exercising in front of people, so a gym environment isn't my kind of scene. So I wanted to try out whether there's any good exercise apps. So if you have any other great exercise apps that any of you use and would recommend to me, who's basically a moderate to a beginner level, then please link some down below, because I would like to get a kind of array of different apps so that I constantly have diversity in my exercise. But this app I found really useful. So you can pay premium on it and get different classes like yoga and things, but I don't have the premium, I just have the free one. And it starts you off, you kind of say which level you are, and I said I was mid for most things. I put my weight and things into it, and then it kind of creates a program. So I was on level 1, and it kind of, after 6 sessions of that exercise, it upgrades, and I've been slowly upgrading with it. It does kind of HIIT kind of workouts, so they are a lot of lunges, sometimes mountain climbers, sometimes push-offs off the wall, push-ups, press-ups, crunches kind of thing. But the great thing about this app is that each workout's about 10 minutes, sometimes it's less. So it's between 8 and 12 minutes. You can opt out of a warm-up or you can opt in for a warm-up. And I usually, when I do the exercises, I do 2 in one session. But usually you can get away with just doing 1. And they'll give you a target. So my target originally was 4 times a week. I've been over exceeding that when I've had quiet weeks, because I kind of do 2 sessions every time I do a workout. But it's just really interesting for me because each workout is different. Sometimes it's time intervals, sometimes it's laps. And I just enjoy that because just at the period where I'm going to get bored or disinterested, it's finished, it's done. And I have found that I can kind of set up anywhere in the house. So I've got in the habit of setting up in the living room so I can watch TV while I'm doing it. That kind of motivates me to zone out a little bit. Equally, I have been really enjoying with this exercise program being able to watch YouTube videos on my iPad and then just do the workout on my phone or vice versa. So it's been a great way to also keep up with booktube videos. So I've really been enjoying it. I've been very naughty when I went to Cornwall and ate a lot of naughty things. So at the moment I haven't seen much weight loss from this kind of program, but I think you have to be very strict with your food with it to get some great results. But for me, it's just enhanced my exercise, which is good. And I'm hoping from now to do a protracted period of time with healthy eating with it and see if I get any benefits. But I've been really enjoying it, and I have noticed that my fitness has improved in the fact that I have weak little arms and legs, and I've been able to hold my body weight for much longer and do planks and things much longer than when I started. So I would recommend, if you are like me, not really big into exercise at all, to just get a little bit more exercise into your week, because we all know the benefits of exercise is paramount to any healthy life. So I've really been enjoying that, so that's been a personal favourite. And then the second app I want to mention, everyone will know about because it's gone all over BookTube, YouTube, the world over, and that's the Harry Potter mystery game. Now personally I enjoy it. I have put a lot of effort into it. I am currently a 3rd year Hufflepuff because I'm a Hufflepuff, but I know that for a lot of people it is a game of patience, and a lot of people don't have patience, so I've just been trickling it along in the evenings. I even managed to do a little bit of informal, because when people were playing games, like the boys would go out and play football, and Ben's cousin's fiance was doing reading or jigsaws, you could just pop onto it. And it's a great app if you have the ability to do a little bit of it, leave it alone for a bit, let the energy balls kind of increase, which I'm quite good at. So for example, one thing I hate watching is football, and my family are big on football, so what I usually do then is read. But now what I do is I log on, start a programme, read in between, and kind of at half time check in, and then that way my energy balls have increased and I'm not waiting as long. So I've just found ways to work around it. Equally, I do not start a challenge if I have to go to work in an hour, because these challenges will take up most of your day, so I only start them when I've got a bit of time to get them done, if that makes sense. So I've found ways to be patient with the app, and I know a lot of people haven't, but I'm a little bit in too deep now, and I want to unlock Hogsmeade and the Forbidden Forest and just see where the story develops. So I'm probably in it for the long run, which, you know, a lot of people will scold me for, but I've been enjoying it. When I've been able to get more than one challenge completed, when it does a little bit of the development of the story, I've enjoyed that. I've met Bill Weasley, so that was worth the wait for me, and I guess I'm just a patient person, so I enjoy it. But I know so many people are going to comment down below saying, you're an idiot, what are you doing? Harry Potter sucked me in, okay? And one good thing came of the app as well. It's encouraged me to go and reread the Harry Potter series, which if you follow me on Goodreads, I currently am. I'm only on the first one, but that's because I'm reading Bark Skins at the same time, and that's taken up all my time, so I'm getting back on the Harry Potter hype, so that can only be a good thing, right? So there's that. And then I have some programmes to tell you guys about. So the first programme is, in general, The Real Housewives. So for the last month, I've been obsessively keeping up with all of my housewife drama in little bits. So what's great is the catch-upping of them all happens at the same part of the week, so it's really exciting. So this morning I catched up on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, because that's usually on Sunday nights. The Real Housewives of Cheshire and The Real Housewives of Orange County is Monday nights. So there's going to be some new episodes when I get up tomorrow to check out. And then The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has started a new series, so on the iPlayer there's about 5 episodes now, which I am over the moon excited about. So basically I love things all Real Housewives. I love Andy Cohen, I think he's great who hosts it. Obviously a lot of the American series are a series or two behind, because, you know, Americans get it first and then we get it through the ITV hub and the ITV player and the ITV channel. But it's a guilty pleasure. Now a lot of people would be surprised, because I love my reading, I love intellectual thought, and my boyfriend can't seem to understand why I watched this trash, as he calls it. But my sister has started watching it with me, and it's just a form of escapism. That's how I take it, with a bit of pinch of salt, and say it's a form of escapism for me. The drama is ridiculous, and that little girly part of me just loves it, because it's just ridiculous. Everybody's got these fancy cars, everybody eats celery, and, you know, just drama ensues, and I love a good bit of drama, whether that's a fantastic play, a drama series, or in this case if it's just absolute tap. So I know so many people are also going to say, why do you watch that dribble, why, but I just love it, and it's always a favourite, and this month it's a favourite because I got 4 shows on the go. What is better than that? Nothing. Exactly. So the next one, moving on, that I am going to tell you about is also another kind of reality series, and that is Made in Chelsea. Now, I've always watched Made in Chelsea for as long as I can remember. So basically when Binky was permanently in it, and when there was the sensational kind of story of when Alex cheated on Binky, so from as far as then, so it's quite a bit now that I've been watching it. It's a guilty pleasure watch. Again, it's like The Real Housewives, it's absolute tat. People are getting drunk, boys are up to no good, naughtiness, but it's all in jest and fun, and I love a good reality programme. I like, after you've had a day of work and things have been a bit stressful, you can escape. And sometimes your life isn't as exciting as a Real Housewives drama or Made in Chelsea night out. So why on earth would I not put that on? escape. Equally, I do a lot of reading as well, and I enjoy that, but sometimes it's good escapism. Have a cup of tea when I get in and just put one of those programmes on, and it's just good fun. And I don't have to justify myself any further to you guys, okay? And the last programme I want to tell you guys about is a programme called Plebs, and that's also on the ITV player. We caught up on the first two or three series of Plebs that was available on some kind of iPlayer. I don't know if it was Channel 4 or not, but we caught up on it. And then the new series has recently come out, so it's starring Tom Rosenthal. I forgot the actors of the other ones. So Tom Rosenthal has a slave called Grumio, and he had another friend called Stylax, but he's not in this series. They kind of like kill him off at the beginning of this new series, and they get this new guy, and I forgot his name. But all kind of drama ensues. Grumio's the laziest slave ever. He does nothing. They get themselves into all kinds of scrapes, and it's a bit like Friday Night Dinner that I mentioned in my last favourites. It's just a very funny sense of humour. So it's based in Rome, but it's kind of modern language and modern sense of humour. But obviously set in Rome, so they get into incidents at spa baths. They own a little pub that's basically a toilet, the kind of restaurant pub that they converted that was a toilet. It's just satirical and kind of funny about life in Rome, but with a kind of modern British humour sense of twist on it. It's available on the ITV player, as is The Real Housewives. Made in Chelsea is available on 40D, so if you live in the UK you can catch up on most of these programmes pretty much now if you'd like to. But if you're in America, I don't know whether any of these things are available on Netflix or not. Then the last one I kind of want to mention, because I know I'll forget mentioning it next month, and that is on Netflix. We've been watching Trailer Park Boys, and this is about two men who constantly get themselves into prison for strange and wonderful reasons. It's usually because they're trying to deal weed to their trailer park, the people that live in their trailer park. So they basically live in a trailer park in Canada, and it has an officer who's in charge of it and then his second in command, and it's not going to be a comedy that's for everyone. And when I first watched it I just didn't think it was that great, but it's very ridiculous but very funny. They get up to all kinds of antics. They start riots in the trailer park. They have this best friend Bubbles who's hilarious, who's obsessed with cats, and this goes a bit over the top ridiculous, but it's kind of funny, and it's available on Netflix. So for Americans and Canadians and the British, you can go and check that out if you want. It's actually quite a popular series. It's had many series. We started all the way at the beginning. Apparently the people who play Bubbles and Ricky and Julian are going on tour in the UK in summer. This summer, I believe. They've had multiple series. I'd never really heard of it before, but if you're Canadian you might have heard of it. So I thought I'd just insert it here because we started watching it last month, but we've been catching up, and it might be your kind of humour. You might not find it funny, but I think it's actually really funny. But it isn't for everyone. It's more of a Marmite, whereas Plebs, I think you could find some bits of it quite funny. So there's everything that I explicitly wanted to talk about in the month of April. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you want to be alerted for when my future videos come out. I'm hoping to upload my Cornwall slideshow very soon. I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back with a video very soon. Bye now.